obviously the EU has always been seen as a front runner on this stuff. So it's interesting that they've, made that first move to roll back on this, and then other jurisdictions that were considered kind of early adopters have followed. But as you say, there are so many geopolitical factors at play. I think there's also this sense that, as with the EU, some jurisdictions maybe ran away with themselves a little bit, got ahead of themselves in terms of what was actually realistic for certain companies. Interestingly, I'm looking into this at the moment. One contact was telling me that some companies are now looking to China to set the tone on climate policy, which is, definitely an interesting development, I think. China, they've made an interesting decision to adopt, so the ISSB framework, but they've added a double materiality lens on top of that. So it's actually quite an ambitious disclosure framework. And as I said, while the EU has always been seen as a bit of a front runner on this, the recent regulatory volatility, as you were saying, Philippa, for businesses, it's made it such a difficult landscape to navigate. So China has kind of introduced climate reporting much more gradually, and they're in the process of kind of expanding that. So it's been a much more stable policy environment up until now, at least in comparison to the EU and some of these other jurisdictions that we flagged. So we'll be looking more into this in the coming weeks, so stay tuned.